Hello! Welcome back to Harry Has a Cocktail. Last week, I was so excited to present a drink of my own creation that I decided to go ahead and continue the trend. This week, I'm going to make another drink that's my own creation. It's a variation of a White Russian that I'm going to call the Myshka. Sean, my husband, who you finally met in the last episode, he helped me name this because, as I said, I've done a little bit of a variation here on a White Russian. The main variation that I'm using is that instead of regular cream, I'm going to use coconut milk. So we were looking for some different names, and Sean started looking up some Russian words, and he found that Myshka means little mouse. Who knew? This doesn't exactly describe the person to whom this drink is dedicated. This drink is dedicated to our friend Michele, and her nickname is Myshka. Hi, Myshka. No one in their right minds would ever describe Myshka as a little mouse. Trust me. We also call her Mish, or just Michele. She is a fantastic friend of ours who I hope will like this drink. I actually should have called and asked her if she liked White Russians, but I didn't. I hope you like it, Michele. So let me go ahead and show you what is going into the Myshka. We have Sky vodka. I think Sky vodka is Russian. Is it Russian? Let's see. Sky vodka is actually made in San Francisco. I guess I just didn't want the Russians to help sway the drink that I'm going to make today like they've swayed a few other things. So we're using some American vodka here, Sky. We're also going to use Kahlúa. And as I said earlier, we're going to use coconut milk. And look at this cute little thing here. Isn't this nice? Sean's mom and stepdad gave us these. I can't remember if they gave it to us for our anniversary, maybe when we got engaged, maybe when we got married. Aren't these pretty? They're beautiful. Thank you, Jane and Barry. I'm also going to use some molé bitters. Part of the reason I'm going to use bitters in this drink is to kind of take the sweetness down a little bit, but also I wanted to give a little bit of a shout out here to this company, Wiggle. I know there's only one G there, you can see, wigglewhiskey.com. Wiggle Whiskey is actually a company out of Pittsburgh, my hometown, and these were given to me for my 50th birthday. I believe it was for my 50th birthday, from my brother Pete and sister-in-law Gina, and these are just delicious. They're a great company. They use organic ingredients whenever they can, and they make some really good stuff, so check them out. We are going to rim the glass with espresso sugar. Yes, Delina. I am using the espresso sugar. My niece, Delina, and her husband, Ben, well, she's Sean's niece, so I can call her my niece now because we're married. Delina and her husband, Ben, are loyal viewers of the program. They text me every week when I put up a new video, and they just love the program. So thank you guys for your support as always. And they sent me this espresso sugar. This is a company out of Winter Park, Florida, the Spice and Tea Exchange. And their website is spiceandtea.com. Delina has been begging me to make a drink with espresso sugar, so I'm finally going to do it today. Now, Delina is a big fan of a sweet cocktail. I, as you know, am not. This is probably the sweetest cocktail I've ever made on the program, so Delina, I hope you're happy. So let's go ahead and make the Myshka. First, I'm going to add the garnish to the rim of the glass. In this drink, I'm going to use a coupe glass. Now, obviously, when you rim a glass with salt or sugar, you need to put something on the rim of the glass to make the stuff stick. So what I decided to do today was use some coffee. And here I have a little bit of coffee here in this little ramekin here. And then I've got my espresso sugar here as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Now, you don't want it to be too wet. You know, get it as wet as you need it to be so that the sugar will stick. But you don't want it to be too wet so that it just kind of falls off, you know? And there we go. There's a nice rim of espresso sugar around there. Pretty nice, right? And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the freezer so that it's chilled by the time we make the drink. Next, we are going to fill our shaker with ice. And like I always say, use a crap ton of ice. Now, we are going to use 1.5 ounces of vodka. 1.5. Half an ounce of Kahlúa. Half. Now, 3/4 of an ounce of coconut milk. 3/4. By the way, when it came to the coconut milk, I got the stuff that's out of the can. Straight up coconut milk. I didn't buy anything that has preservatives in it. Sometimes when you buy soy milk or almond milk or coconut milk and you buy it in the carton, you gotta really look out on the side of the label there for the extra sugar that they put into some of those. This is just straight up coconut milk with nothing else in it. This, of course, already is going to be sweet because of the Kahlúa, so you don't want to add any more sugar than you already want. And finally, a few dashes of molé bitters. Dash, 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 dash. A couple dashes, however much you want. The reason I'm adding this is because I want to sort of make it slightly spicy, you know, sort of add a little bit of spice and bring down the sweetness quotient. That's why I use the molé bitters. And now we're going to shake it till it's cold. Okay, and now we're going to strain it into our chilled coupe glass. Oh, it's so chilly. Looks delicious. Let's try the Myshka. So good. This is really good. It achieves what I wanted it to achieve. It's not as sweet as a White Russian can normally be, because a White Russian is usually equal parts vodka, Kahlúa, and cream. Listen, I love a White Russian, so don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to give you a little variation here today. I also like the idea of shaking it and putting it up, because you might be able to see there's like ice crystals on the top of the glass there, and the espresso sugar rim really just adds like an extra little bit of crunch. It's just like Michele. It's delicious, sweet, spicy, and strong. Myshka, I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed the Myshka. Please spread it far and wide. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me comments, whatever you want to do. Thanks as always for watching Harry Has a Cocktail, and we'll see you next time. Myshka!